So this is it. What do you think about my new rental property?
Yeah, it's pretty nice, but probably needs a little fixing up.
Yeah, it definitely needs a little bit of TLC.
Yeah, man. There are not any spiders in here, are there? Because I'm like terrified of spiders.
No, there's no spiders in here. Anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is probably knock out this wall, and then I'm going to have to do some painting.
Spider!
Ah! Scooter, there are no spiders in here. Quit blowing holes in my floor.
I got you sick!
No! What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. We're back out on the range, and today we're going to have some fun with some less lethal shotgun rounds. In our last video, we shot some demo ranch dressing with a 410 rubber buckshot. It seemed to be pretty effective and kind of got me thinking, how effective would it be in a real life scenario? So today we're going to test that out. Let me show you what I got, and we're going to get started. So for today's video, we have another Ballistic Dummy Labs zombie torso. Normally, I have just the torso or just the head. Well, I asked them, could you just put the two together? I think that'd be pretty awesome. So this is what we got today. We have a full-blown zombie torso. Torso and the head attached. These things are pretty ridiculous. We have lifelike flesh, zombified bones, zombified organs, and green blood. Now on a zombie, you're probably not gonna try to use less lethal, but this is what we're gonna use today for our volunteer. So I've had some trouble in the past getting these things to stay standing up. Turns out there's a solution for that I just haven't been using. If you look right here, there's a piece of PVC pipe that goes up inside this zombie torso. Underneath the table, I have a bucket of concrete with a PVC pipe. I have a dowel rod going down into that, and then I'll insert the dowel rod into the zombie, and it should keep it upright for the whole video. You really need to lay off the Twinkies. All right. Hey, that works really good. Look at that. Oh gosh. Oh no. I cracked his skull. So before we start blasting this thing, I am gonna put a shirt on him. Most attackers would probably be wearing clothes. Some wouldn't be, but most would be wearing clothes. So I feel like we should at least put a shirt on him. There we go. It's looking good. We're gonna stick a hat on him also. I have quite a few less lethal rounds for us to use today. Most of them I'm gonna leave his shirt on, but towards the end, I may take his shirt off just so we can get a better view of what it would be doing to an attacker.
But before we get started, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is taking over and gaming will never be the same again. Raid is the first game to ever bring a true console level experience to your phone. They've set the bar high and there's no going back. I've been playing Raid for a while now, and as you already know, my favorite part about the game is the champions. And today I'm going to show you a few of them that I've been playing with that are absolutely awesome. First up, we have Angar, who is an HP Void legendary champion from the Void faction. Angar's name is a little on the nose as he is a master of insults. He's fantastic anywhere you can provoke the enemy. A little rude, but I love him. And the next champion I want to show you today is Nekred the Great. He's of the Undead Hordes and is a legendary champion. Nekred truly justifies his nickname. He's great. He's a universal fighter that found his place everywhere in the game, including the PvP arena. Those champions are awesome, but you're also probably wondering what's new with Raid this month. Well, let me tell you, this month is Raid's 3-year anniversary and the celebrations are gonna be huge. Raid is introducing their first ever champion skins. They look absolutely awesome. These skins are awesome because it allows you to alter a champion's appearance to better suit your style and preference. And here's one of my personal favorites. This is the best time to get started with Raid, and if you click my link in the description down below or scan my QR code on the screen, you'll get a starter pack that's worth almost $40. We're talking 3 free champions, plus 10 magic XP brews, 10 force XP brews, and 10 spirit brews. That's huge. And all this treasure will be waiting for you right here. And it's just that easy. Click the link in the description down below and I'll see you in the game. Again, a big thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it.
Okay, before we move to the 12 gauge, we're gonna start out with the only less lethal round I have in 410. These are 2.5-inch 410 shells, and they are rubber buckshot. They say most attacks happen around 7 yards, so that's what we're gonna be shooting from today, and I'm gonna be using a 410 Judge. This buckshot was pretty effective on the demo ranch dressing. Let's see what it does to our ballistic torso. I'm gonna give it to him right in the pec. Looked like that stung a little bit. It ripped through his shirt, and one of them got caught right here in his t-shirt. See what kind of damage we did. All right, yeah, that definitely would have hurt. It did not go inside him, but that tore up his skin. All right, I'm gonna put this back down. And now we're gonna move on to 12 gauge. So for the 12 gauge, I'm gonna be using a shotgun that's pretty common for home defense. This is a Mossberg Maverick 12 gauge shotgun. It's chambered in 3-inch and 2 3/4-inch shells. And we're gonna start out with some 12 gauge rubber buckshot. Oh.
You just got jammed.
All right, here we go. Again, it looks like oh no, those actually kind of went in him a little bit. Ooh, that would really hurt. These went through his shirt, which if you look, most of those went through his shirt. Here's one just kind of hanging out. Let's lift this up. Oh my. Oh. Whoa, one's in his mouth right there. So these, they didn't go very deep, but they did make it inside his body. I mean, that definitely would not be fatal. None of these would have made it to a vital organ or anything like that, but definitely would have stung and you would be bleeding a little bit. The 12 gauge rubber buckshot was a lot more effective than I thought it would be. So I'm really excited about this one. This is 12 gauge double ball. Those are 2 rubber balls, and I'm really excited to see what happens. There we go, I'm gonna hit him right in the middle. Oh! Looks like that's stuck in his chest. Okay, I'm pretty sure one bounced off of him, but it did some damage, and this one's actually stuck inside his chest a little bit. See if I can lift up this shirt without it falling out. Oh, no. No, the rubber ball's in him. Look at that. That would hurt. That would really hurt. That did not make it into his rib cage. It stopped right there in the fleshy part and took a piece of his shirt with it. Okay, before we move on, I'm gonna take his shirt and I'm gonna spin it around because we're starting to get quite a few holes and I don't want us to get confused, so there we go. Up next, we're about to push it real good. We got some salt and pepper 12 gauge shotgun rounds. That is literally big chunks of salt and pepper. Really curious to see what this does to him. Woo! That looks like that would have stung a little bit. So it looks like our wadding did some damage to him. There's a bunch of salt right there. And I can see his shirt got peppered a little bit. Let's lift this up. Oh yeah, he's got a little bit of salt on him there. That would have stung for sure. That would have stung. But hey, at least you wouldn't have to clean that one out. I mean, it's already good to go because it's full of salt. Up next is a rather interesting round. This is an HV Star less lethal round. I'm really curious to see what this does. All right, here we go. Well, that just bounced right off of him. Here it is right here. That's definitely probably one of the nicer ones to get hit with. I'm not really sure where it hit him. I don't think it did a lot of damage to him. Now, I'm not really seeing anything new. I think that, well, I don't know. So far, this has been the kindest thing we have shot him with. Looking good, buddy. Looking good. The rubber buckshot and the rubber balls were pretty effective. I would argue almost too effective. So I feel like this is probably going to do quite a bit of damage. This is an extended range rubber slug. That looks pretty bad. That's a big slug. Oh, I bet that is lodged in his chest. Yeah, I can already tell. Oh, that's not going to be good. Oh dear, yeah. That looks like that hurt a little bit. Right there, that is stuck in him. What is this? Oh, that broke a rib. Ooh. This is definitely less lethal, but you would definitely need to go to the doctor. Up next is the round that I'm most excited about. This is a 12 gauge beanbag. This thing is really dense, so I expect it to do a little bit of damage. Uh-oh.
You just got jammed.
How does that even happen? Look at that. Let's try again. There we go. Here we go. Lower section. Oh. Oh gosh. Oh, I think that made it into him. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Oh no. It went through his shirt and made it into an organ, it looks like. Yeah, that's in there all right. Nope, no blood. Didn't bust anything. Take into consideration that you would have muscle, fat, and skin when this is more like a gelatin substance. I don't think the beanbag would have just sucked into you like that. I mean, I think it would have hurt and done some damage, but still would have hurt pretty bad. This next round is one that's more effective at a point blank range. The last round we're going to use is a 12 gauge confetti round. Okay, well, he caught, I guess, this is just some of the paper, like burnt paper, on his face. It would sting the eyes a little bit, but I don't think the confetti round would do much to you. Okay, that was all of the less lethal rounds that I brought today, and we shot all of them at him with a shirt on. I have other plans for this guy, so I don't want to completely destroy him, but let's take at least one shot at him with the rubber buckshot so we can see what it looks like without his shirt on in the slow-mo. And then after that, I think I'm going to take at least one shot at his face with the 12 gauge beanbag rounds. Okay, rubber buckshot is first. Here we go. Ooh. Oh. All right, that looks like it was just as bad with his shirt off as it was with his shirt on. I don't think the shirt made much of a difference when it comes to how deep these things are gonna penetrate. They're all stuck in him pretty good. They're like little pimples. So now let's hit him in the face with a beanbag shell. Okay, here we go. I'm pretty curious to see what happens. Let's go about right there. Oh my gosh! I didn't mean to do that. oh man. So this is an example where less lethal means just that. It's less lethal, but it could still be lethal. I mean, if you get hit in the face with a beanbag round, I mean, it could be pretty bad. I was hoping to hit him in the teeth so that if we broke something, I wouldn't bust his head open. But looks like these things hit a little high because I was aiming about right there and we cracked his head. So this is not the beanbag that is inside his head. This is another one. I wanted to show you what they were. So that is what he was hit with, but on the inside of it is lead shot, and that is why it is so dense. You are going to be okay, all right? Don't panic. Easy does it, big guy. Get you in there, secure your head, secure that neck. You're bleeding on my seats, so inconsiderate. Yeah, you're gonna be all right. It's the wrong seatbelt, I'm sorry. All right, you're all buckled up. Hey, don't you go dying on me, you're gonna be okay. All right, that's going to be it for today's video. What did you think about the less lethal rounds, and are there any other shotgun rounds you'd like to see tested on a ballistic dummy? Leave your answers in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a big favor and give it a like, and if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on Kentucky Customs, Kentucky Ballistics Shorts, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Links to all those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.